So now we know exactly what it is Hulk Hogan has said, and it's not good. You want to know what it is? Viewer beware, please follow on into the video because it gets ugly from this point on. Right here on Dead on Dave Productions. That's right. Welcome. What's going on, everybody? It is your boy, Dead on Dave. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for joining me once again right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Now, all the rumors have been going around about what Hulk Hogan said. Why did he get fired? It had to be really bad. Was it this video that was from 2012 that really was just him talking about Booker T? Did it have to do with Tough Enough, which I thought it was? Was this going to get released by TMZ? All of these things. Well, it turns out it was none of those things. In fact, it was released by the National Enquirer of all places. And it's way worse than I thought it was going to be. I really thought this was going to be a situation where it was ugly and he was going to say some things, but ultimately it was going to be a matter of interpretation of how bad it was going to be. Well, that's not the case. This is from the National Enquirer. I'm going to stick to mostly what they said here. So, look, this gets really ugly and it's not for everybody. So, let's buckle up. And this is what basically happened. He's in this lawsuit with Gawker because he was illegally filmed having sex with a woman. And then those sex tapes were released and he's pissed off about it. So, we know all of that. That's common knowledge. Apparently, it wasn't just the sex that was being filmed. No, it was more than that. And they caught a lot of stuff. It was between him and Heather Clem, who was the wife of Bubba the Love Sponge, who was Hulk Hogan's friend, but that's who he was having sex with, and it was being recorded without Hogan's knowledge. And apparently there are a lot of conversations that took place that Hogan thought was private, and it wasn't. And so let's get into some of the things that he said. Now, this is being construed as salacious pillow talk, but just bordering line on very disgusting. So let's start what Mr. Terry Bollea said. Now, it all got going when they started talking about him, his daughter, I should say, and him accusing her of sleeping with black men. Right there, you should know this is about to get really nasty, and of course it is. No audio has been released yet, just excerpts from the transcript, which is from sealed court documents. But apparently 5 independent sources has confirmed these documents, and of course it was enough for the WWE to terminate all contact with Hulk Hogan. So this is what he had to say. This all stems from Brooks' relationship with a black man. So he goes, I guess we're all a little racist. He started with that. Okay, not too bad so far. In the starting exchange, a 61-year-old then told Clem, she's making some really bad decisions right now. My daughter Brooke jumped sides on me. I spent $2 to $3 million on her music career. I've done everything like a jackass for her. All right, so far, not too bad. It's a little bit suggestive, switching sides, but okay, not too bad yet. He then goes on to say, the one option Brooke's career besides me is to sell Beach Records. I don't even know what that means, but hey, whatever. Then it starts to get a little bit more. He starts complaining about the fact that Brooke was offered to have all of her music funded by some billionaire black guy. Again, nothing too bad. Then we start getting into some strange, twisted logic that Hogan starts to have. He goes on to say, I don't know if Brooke was fucking the black guy's son, but I mean, I don't have double standards. I mean, I'm a racist to a point, fucking N-words. But then it comes to nice people and shit and whatever. That's exactly what it said. I don't even know exactly what he meant by that. I guess he's saying there's different parts of the race and some are good and some are bad. But there's just like there's honkies and there's white people, all that stuff. Maybe that's how he was trying to kind of go. But if that's all he said, it's bad enough, but unfortunately, it gets even worse. So then he says, I mean, I'd rather, if she was going to fuck some N-word, I'd rather her marry an 8-foot-tall N-word worth $100 million, like a basketball player. I guess we're all a little racist. Fucking N-word. It's just really, really bad. And apparently, this is just the tip of the iceberg. From what the National Enquirer is teasing, a lot more is coming. And possibly even the audio clips itself. It's revolting. I mean, look, everybody's going to have their opinions on race. Everybody's going to have their opinions on what they want their daughter, their son, whatever to marry. That's fine. And private conversations should be just that. But they're not. Sometimes they're not. It's the same thing with the Clippers owner. You know, it happened. Should it have been recorded? No. Did he say some stupid shit? Absolutely. Did Hogan get recorded unknowingly? Yes. Was it illegal what happened? Yes. Does it matter? No, because he still said it. He's not going to do jail time or anything like that for anything that he said, because he just said some really ignorant shit. But at 62, 63, whatever he is, 61, he's done. He's done with the WWE. He's done with wrestling more than likely. I mean, he's basically gone untouchable. Potentially. You can come back from this. I mean, what's her name? The cook, Dean. You know, Paula Dean, she came back. She came back from it and has a bigger deal now with cooking networks and restaurants than she ever did before. And she said something from 30 years ago, and that was really innocuous. And that's the thing. What she said was rather innocuous. She just said the word. And actually, she just admitted to saying the word 30 years ago, the N-word. Hogan went a little bit further. Hogan showed sheer disgust and contempt for a race and an absolute repugnant feeling just for the idea of his daughter having sex with a black man. I don't know if there's a coming back from this one. This is pretty bad, and I think it's fair to say that this was inevitable that he got released from WWE over this. I don't think there's any possible way the WWE, with all of the racist things that goes around that company, could have possibly justified keeping him on. The question now is, where do we go from here? When is Hogan going to get out in front of this? And here's the thing. This shows a lot of ignorant rationale by Hogan, who knew this was coming. He knew he said it. He knew that they were in the court documents. He thought they were sealed and they would never get released. Well, he was wrong. And he probably should have said something about it before now. And some people might feel, well, that's stupid. He shouldn't have said anything. Should just let it come out. Well, this is what happens when it comes out. Now he's fucked. Hogan's fucked. I don't think there's any other way to say it. Hogan is fucked. He brought it on himself, and I have no pity for that. So, what do you guys think of this? Make sure you go ahead and like the video right now. You're just sitting there, just listening to me stumble over stuff. So go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you've yet to do that as well. It's quite crazy, and I don't know. I mean, I grew up a Hulk Hogan fanatic, so for me, this is just very weird. It was hard to read. It was hard to read. It was pretty. I wasn't expecting that. Were you guys expecting that? What were you expecting from this? How bad do you think it actually was? Are people overreacting? Should it matter what you say? I think people tend to forget, yes, we have freedom of speech, but we don't have freedom of consequences. When you say something, it becomes public domain, and everybody can do what they like with it because they have the same freedom as you. So that means they can get offended by what you say. They can decide to terminate you in some cases if they feel, if you work for them and they feel that you are shedding a bad image upon their company. And that's exactly what the WWE did. So before anybody starts up in arms about this, which I've already seen some people say, this whole freedom of speech bullshit, which is, most people don't understand what freedom of speech is anyway. But it's crazy. So Thank you guys for joining me once again right here on Dead on Dave Productions. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And the more information that comes out, I will get it out to you as soon as I can. So other than that, like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you next time right here. I'm your boy right here at Dead on Dave and Dead on Dave Productions. And as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. Peace.